Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review for you, and we are continuing our trip across Europe with the Beer 52 box for last month because I was doing my takeover. So it's that one, Islands this month. We're here and we are looking at this lovely beer here, which is called Wide Awake. It's from Sweden. It's from what? How would you say that? Doogs, Doogie Howser MD, if you remember that show. Anyway, it's called Wide Awake. It is a DIPA, and it's an absolutely well. It's not absolutely ridiculous. It's not too bad. It is dun 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 7.5%. Doesn't say too much. This is Wide Awake, a hop slam deeper, juicy and smooth with a bite. Hazy, it says. Doesn't really give us much away. It's got some wheats, it's got some oat in there, which is not unusual these days. And it's by Doogie Brewery, which is basically Doogie Brewery. What does that little sign say there? I don't know if it will focus on that bad boy. Hopefully it will. All over hops. That's a bit weird. So basically, it's got loads of hops, which is why it's a double IPA. And if I look at my tasting notes here, we've got Doogie's Wide Awake. But what I was hoping to look at is that down there. Look at those hops. So we got Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe, Idaho 7, Sabro, and Columbus. You want to have a look at the spider diagram. It is quite hoppy, it's quite fruity as well. And it's a little bit sweet. I love these tasting notes. Beer 52, that is definitely something that you have got very, very right. Especially for an old bugger like me. I like reading things. It's not all about the internet, kids. Sometimes you can read things. Cool. We have a tulip. Wow, I can smell the aroma from here. We've got a tulip glass. It is the Gads one, which is pretty cool. But I think for this kind of beer, it works really, really well. Oh, very hazy, not too much heady. Try and force a little bit right at the end there. No, not really done very well. But with these proper hoppy ones, weirdly, the hops do, or does, I should say, suppress the head a little bit. So half a finger, maybe even a quarter, something like that. Haze-wise, it is very juice-like. It's not the juiciest one I've seen, but yeah, there's no. I can't see you, you can't see me through that bad boy. The aroma, I was getting lovely, lovely aroma just from opening the can, which is a good sign. This is not an IPA though, this is a DIPA, okay? Or a dipper. Dipper? Whatever it is, this is one of those. Come on boys, stop fighting. I'm getting melon, which is really weird. Overall tropical fruits, because it's got so many different hops in it, I think it will be different. It will be difficult to kind of pick things out. Boys, can you stop fighting, please? Damn those pesky kids. Crazy. Anyway, cheers and beers, guys. Let's get in there. Oh, oh, wow. Whoa, my God. So, up front, hoppy, but general hoppy. Instant hit of like sweetness, which kind of, whoa, it Wide Awake. It definitely woke me up. Then followed by like orange, pineapple, juicy kind of fruits, melon in there too. We're not talking watermelon here, we're talking kind of one of those smaller melons. Oh, wow. All at once. Maybe a touch of kind of mintiness in there too. Ooh. Wow. Even though there's not much carbonation there, wow, it's coming out as very well carved. Wow. It's another one of those beers where this is going to sound gross, so I apologise, but when you burp, you get hops in your burp. Not that I'm condoning burping into other people's faces, but you could do, and they would smell hops. Don't listen to Unclejona, kids. He's drinking a 7.5% beer. Leave him in the corner there to talk to himself. Yeah, it's really fresh as well. It's weird. It's got the balance of really fresh kind of fresh hoppiness, not like the green sort of walking through the dank forest after a rainfall. That's not what this is about. This is more kind of going through a zesty waterfall and waking you up in, yeah, fruity goodness. It's like those adverts for fruity hair shampoo, and I don't know much about shampoo. And there's a lady going, "Oh yes, it's fruity, just from having the right shampoo." Well, that's what I get from this beer, and I don't have to have any hair on my head to do it. Hoppy, sweet, got a lovely kind of mouthfeel. Hard to distinguish that though because it's just so wow, and it's not bitter. Wow. So double IPA is going to basically means it's an IPA that's a bit stronger. That's essentially what it means. It's not necessarily a shed load of hops, but usually is. Wow, lovely, lovely beer. I mean, I would say this is more in the new style, but it uses a balance of yeah, older hops because it's got Columbus in it, and the really popular hops like Mosaic and Sabro and those boys. But it's bang in the middle, and these are really kind of these are the beers that are kind of yeah that I'm really liking at the moment. West Coast IPA wasn't fully my style. New England IPA. Wow, I really apologise. This one, although it's not very carved on the head, it is very carved in the liquid. What was I saying? Yeah, it's kind of that new postmodern NEPA. It's not full on NEPA. It's a tropical beer, so it's like a New England style, but with the tropical Australian or maybe New Zealand type new hops that bring out that just ridiculous kind of thing. Very, very, very good. I love this style. Quite expensive though because they use a shed load of hops, but when they get it right, it is very, very good. And at 7.5%, Chamon. I mean, it's in the 330, and you know me. In the old days, I'd be like, "No, 330 is Satan. I don't want to drink that." Blah blah blah. With a 7.5% beer, do you really want a pint of it? Well, do you, punk? Cheers, guys. Wow. Even getting a tiny amount of lacing. Not much, but a little bit. Wow. Wide awake. Dougars. Dougars McDougars. DIPA. I mean, the can's pretty trippy as well, sort of psychedelic. weird painting kind of thing. But let me tell you, that is a really good beer. I like that one. I like that one a lot. If you can get hold of it, why not? Because that's a fantastic beer. This has been your loving Unclejona, holding your hand while we're going through the seas of beer. And click like and subscribe down below, because if you don't, you might miss out. Cheers, guys. We'll see you real soon.